Facebook invests $1 billion into new sea cable to improve internet access in Africa. So Facebook has reportedly committed over $1 billion to help develop a subsea cable link that is going to improve internet connectivity throughout Africa, helping more people connect to the internet, therefore helping more users connect to Facebook. So the plan is part of Facebook's broader mission, which is to connect with the world, because there are still 3.5 billion people in the world that are unable to connect to the internet. And Facebook wants to change that. They want to basically get these 3.5 billion people on the internet so that they hope that they jump onto Facebook, because the majority of people who have internet access have a Facebook account. The name of the cable is To Africa. A spokesperson from Facebook said the following: Africa is currently the least connected continent, with just over a quarter of its 1.3 billion people connected to the internet. As part of our commitment, we're proud to announce that Facebook has partnered with leading African and global operators to build To Africa, the most comprehensive subsea cable to serve the African continent and Middle East region. A transformational cable, To Africa is one of the largest subsea cable projects in the world and will interconnect 23 countries in Africa, the Middle East, and Europe. Google announced its own subsea cable connecting Europe to Africa last year using a route down the west coast. The subsea cable was called Equiano and was supposed to go from Portugal to South Africa, and it was supposed to be completed by the end of 2021. But with the coronavirus, I don't know if that's going to be completed on schedule. I haven't even gone into too much research about Google's cable. Back to Facebook. So here's a plan of Facebook's cable, and Facebook's new cable link is supposed to be 37,000 kilometers long, which is nearly equal to the circumference of the Earth, and will provide almost 3 times the total network capacity of all the subsea cables serving Africa today. Bloomberg has also reported on Facebook's $1 billion commitment to the project, though Facebook haven't actually officially confirmed the figure. But given the scope of the project, the cost makes sense. Just a few weeks ago, Facebook invested $5.7 billion into the Indian internet provider called Jio, I don't know how you say it, meaning that this recent investment into the subsea cable has taken Facebook's investment into connecting the world to over $7 billion in the past month. And for context, the GDP of most small island nations is less than $7 billion. By connecting the world, Facebook is essentially playing a role in broader opportunity and democratizing access to information in order to help usher these regions into the modern age. And it's true that providing this internet access is going to be beneficial in many ways, but if we think about it, Facebook is always trying to control everything, and this is definitely going to be beneficial for Facebook. Based on current figures provided by Facebook, almost 3 billion people connect to one of Facebook's apps every single month, and that's WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, or Instagram. Also, as a side note, Facebook have just acquired Giphy. Just goes to show that Facebook are literally controlling everything. They're going to take over. Facebook are literally a giant. They're a massive giant. There's nothing you can do to stop them. They literally don't have competition, as much as everyone likes to think they do, as much as everyone likes to say no one uses Facebook anymore. You still use Instagram, you still use WhatsApp, I'm sure you still use Messenger every now and then. Facebook is more than just the actual Facebook app. But back to the story. So the population of the entire world, according to Worldometer, is around 7.8 billion. So when you take into the account the fact that 3.5 billion people don't have access to the internet, and then a further 1.4 billion Chinese people technically don't have access to Facebook's apps, meaning that based on these calculations, pretty much everyone who does have access to the internet and Facebook's apps uses Facebook's apps. Obviously, these figures aren't 100%. I'm sure there's a couple of people you know that don't have Facebook, and I'm sure there's some people in China that use VPNs to bypass this. But that being said, this project is huge, this project is amazing, and it's going to be beneficial in many, many ways. But just keep in mind that this is one more step to building the Zuckerberg empire. There is nothing we can do to stop Facebook. It's going to be around forever. That being said, thanks for watching. That was the video. I wanted to make a different video today. I just felt like it. I don't have to explain myself. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this video, on the story. What do you think of Facebook? What do you think of this new subsea cable? What do you think of an extra 3.5 billion people potentially joining the internet? Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. I'd really, really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. That being said, thanks for watching. Peace out.